ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति सारंग गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति सारंग गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति मयूख भागवत गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति हृदय वनोदय गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति आलोक परमंश महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्त आलोक परमंश महाराज जी की जय। नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति शिला भक्ति विलास चित्त गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति शिला भक्त आलोक परमंश महाराज जी की जय। नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्तालोक परमंश महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति विजय जादव गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्तालोक परमंश महाराज जी। नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद से शिला भक्ति प्रदीप तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज जी के। नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति प्रदीप तीर्थ गोसाई नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरु से शिला भक्ति विवेक भारती गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति संबंध पर्वत गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति श्रीरूप सिद्धांति गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला सदानंद स्वामी जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति गौरा वैखानस गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति गौरा वैखानस गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद से शिला भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति भूदेव सौती गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति भूदेव सौती गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति शिला भक्ति कुसुम समन गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति कुसुम समन गोसाई महाराज। नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति कमल मौसन गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद से शिला भक्ति कुमुद संत गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति सौदाश्रम गोसाई महाराज। नित्यावस्त अभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म से शिला भक्ति विवाहपुरी गोसाई महाराज। पार्श्व शिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। मध्य शिक्षा गुरु नित्यावस्त शिला भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। मध्य शिक्षा गुरु नित्यावस्त शिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। मध्य शिक्षा गुरु नित्यावस्त शिला भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। मध्य शिक्षा गुरु नित्यावस्त शिला भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोसाई महाराज जी के नित्यावस्त अभिन्न मध्य शिक्षा गुरु से शिला भक्ति विस्तार विष्णु गोसाई महाराज जी की जय। सपार्श्व शिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी जगत प्रभुपाद की जय। परमहंस आचार्य शिला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिला सच्चिदानंद भक्तमन ठाकुर की जय। वैष्णव सर्ववंश शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। गौरी बेंदु जय बड़ोदेव विद्यासुन जी की जय। जय विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती महाशय के वृंदावन दास ठाकुर महाशय की, कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी जी की जय। समानंद बहु श्रीनिवास आचार्य रामचंद्र कविराज नरोत्तम ठाकुर लोकनाथ गोस्वामी बोरदेव गोस्वामी बक्केश्वर निशिवान सेन जगदानंद पुण्य पुंडर विद्वानी नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर जी की जय। नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर जी की जय। नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर जी की जय। जय जय नमाजय जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास सुगुण स्वर्ग सिंह प्रभु की जय। राय रामानंद सर्वनादेव अंतरंग भक्तों की रूपान गुरुवर की पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र सुदर्शन चक्र जी की जय। गंभीरा मंदिर गुंडीचा मंदिर हरिदास ठाकुर समाधि मंदिर सिद्ध बोल टोटा गोपीनाथ खिच्चर गोपीनाथ नीलमाधव शिला बहुपाद आविर्भाव स्थली की है। बहुपाद आविर्भाव स्थली की है। समग्र पुरुषोत्तम धाम नीलाचल धाम की है। मायापुर धाम नवद्वीप धाम की जय। गंगा जी की जमुना जी की सरस्वती जी की जय। भक्ति देवी विंध्य देवी की जय। नित्याश्वर शिवासंगन की अद्वैत भवन की जय। मुरारी गुप्ता शिवाट की नंदनाचार्य भवन चंद्रशेखर गौतम श्रीधर शिवासंगन जी। जगपीठ से मंदिर श्रीमान महाप्रभु आविर्भाव स्थली की तत्व सेवित समस्त विग्रहगण की जय। आक्रमण मूल मठ के मूल मठ सेवित समस्त विग्रहगण की जय। नित्य आश्वस्वली शिवासंगन सेवित विग्रहगण की जय। ईश्वर दान की ईश्वर दानोत्सव गुरुपाद पद मूल समाधि मंदिर की जय। गुरुपाद पद प्रतिष्ठित श्री गोपीनाथ गौरी मठ की जय। तत्व सेवित राधा गोपीनाथ गौर गौद उग्र सिंह लक्ष्मण सिंह जगन्नाथ जी गोपेश्वर महादेव जी। गौतम खानन की गोद्रुमस्व सुरभिगंज सुरभिदेवेंद्र महाराज जी। गोद्रुमस्व सानंद सुगुदागंज जी की जय। श्रील सच्चिदानंद भक्ति ठाकुर भजन कुटी की जय। श्रील ठाकुर पुष्प समाधि मंदिर की जय। ठाकुर सेवा कृष्णदास बाबा जी महाराज की तोदीय समाधि मंदिर की जय। श्रीला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज भजन कुटीर की नंदीश्वर महादेव नंदिया के बिंदा देवी की जय। हरिहर क्षेत्र हरिहर भगवान की जय। सुवर्ण वे क्षेत्र सुवर्ण सन राजा सुवर्ण बिहारी हरि की जय। हंसुबान जी की जय। पंचनंतरा जी की जय। सर्वगुण विनाशनकारी भक्त विघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। सपार्षद प्रहलाद माँ सपार्षद नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। समग्र मायापुर धाम नवद्वीप धाम की जय। दास मनातक से वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन जी के नंदग्राम जय प्रसन्ना की जय। नयन सरा बेन सरा मात सरा पुष्ण सरा चंद्र गोविंद कुंड मानस सिंह जी की जय। दान घाटी जी के हरिदेव जी महाराज जी गोपेश्वर महादेव भूतेश्वर महादेव चकलेश्वर महादेव नंदेश्वर महादेव कामेश्वर महादेव नंदेश्वर महादेव कामेश्वर नंदेश्वर महादेव कामेश्वर महादेव जी। जय जय कामेश्वर महादेव कामेश्वर महादेव। जय जय दाऊ जय जय कामेश्वर महादेव। जय दाऊ जी महाराज राधा गोविंद गौर नित्यानंद रासोस्थली वंशीवार धीर वस्तन घाट कालिया दो की सेवा कुंज कुंजवन निधुवन जी की। राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा रमन राधा वल्लभ राधा गुरानंद राधा दामोदर लाल जी। राधा रसिक लाल जी राधा रसिक लाल जी की जय। जय जय राधा रसिक लाल जी की जय। राधा वल्लभ लाल जी की जय। राधा दामोदर लाल जी की राधा गोविंद राधा मदन मोहन जी की। चलिए 84 को मंडल जी की जय। 84 को मंडल श्रीमद भागवत जी महापुराण जी गौड़ी शंकर जी की बिंदादेवी जी की पूजनीय उपस्थित वैष्णव बिंदु की जय। सत्य मंदिर महात्मा जी की जय। श्री बृहद भागवतामृत जी की जय। शिला सनातन गोसाईपाद जी की जय। सनातन गोसाईपाद जी की जय। पूजनीय अवस्थित वैष्णव बिंदु की सत्य मंदिर महात्मा जी अनंत करी वैष्णव बिंदु की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। अनंत करी वैष्णव बिंदु की गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। Bande Guru Pada Dandam Bhakta Binda Samanitam Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Bande Nityananda Sahoditam Sri Nandanandanang Bande Radhika Charanodayam Gopijano Samayuktam Bindavanam Manoharam Vancha kalpataruvasya kipa sindhu bevacha Patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Mukhaṁ karoti vācālaṁ pangung langhayatagirim Yat kipatamahanga bande paramanandamadava Vrindavai tulsidev vai piya vai kesavasya Krishna Bhakti Pade Devi Sattvatvai Namo Namaha Narayana Namaskritta Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswating Vyasam Tato Jayo Mudire Sankirtane Krishna Kathopadeshe Gauriya Patrasya Prakasanecha Sadhanurakta Guru Bhakti Yukta Bhakti Pramadaksha Jagod Varuna Deyam Sada Paribhavagnam Avishtadoham Tethas Padam Siva Virinchanatam Saranyam Vitatiham Panataval Bhavadiputam Bande Mahapurusate Charana Savindam Yat Pada Pallavanakachandamani Chataya Vispurajita Kimapika Bhavadu Swadarshi Purnanuragra Sasagra Saramurti Saradhikamai Kada Kipam Karushi Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Binda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Binda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Ajanulambita bhujau kanaka bodatu sankirtanaikapitaro kamala yataksho Vishambaro dijavaro jugadharma palo Bande jagat priyakaro karuna bhataro Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Namami Gange Tava Pad Pankajam Surasurairvandito Dibbarupam Bhuktin cha muktin cha dadasi nityam Bhavanurupena sada narana Ganga taranga ramaniya jata kalapam Gauri nirantara vibhushi tobam bhagam Narayano priyamanangamadapaharam Varanasi Purapati Bhajavishanatham Vagisajusva Padani Lakshmi Jasya Cha Bhakshasi Jasyasti Hidaya Sambhid Tvam Nishingamaham Bhaji Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Tatyanukamba susumekshamanam bhunjan eva atmakrito vipakam Hridbhagvapuvirvidadatnavaste jiveta muktipade sadaiva Tatyanakampam susamikshamanam bhunjan eva atmakrito vipakam Hridbhagvapuvirvidadatnavaste jiveta muktipade sadaiva Gauriya Goshtipati Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada Paramahansa Jagadguru told, he who is always speaking HariKatha and doing Sankirtan, he is sadhu. Gauriya Goshtipati, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, Paramahansa Jagadguru told, he who is always busy with Harinam Sankirtan HariKatha all the time, who is always busy to do something for Bhagavan, who is always busy to do something for Bhagavan, he is actually sadhu. All the time a sadhu is busy to do something for Hari, Guru, Vaishnava, Bhagavan, all the time. Hari, Guru, Vaishnava, Hari, Guru, Vaishnava. I mean, for Bhagavan, Bhagavan Bhakta, everything. Always he is busy. Maybe externally you cannot see. Externally you can see that sadhu is sitting and chanting Harinam. But you don't know, he is always doing something for Guru, Vaishnava, Bhagavan, all the time. Externally not visible, but internally always trying. He who is always busy to render some service to Krishna, he who is always trying to get complete satisfaction of Krishna, he is called sadhu. Each and every of his action is called bhakti. Each and every action each and every of his action is called bhakti. So, those who are not busy with Hari Seva, those who are always busy to search the defects of Vaishnavas, Guru Vaishnava sometime become very heavy to chastise somebody, to check somebody, always speaking heavily. It seems that they are criticizing that society, mat, mandir, these are... No, they are not criticizing. They are crying inside their heart. Inside their heart, they are always crying. They like to do something for our sampradaya, for our mat, mandir, established by Guru Varga. But common people think they are speaking heavily, so he is criticizing. But Prabhupada speaking not that. To check the downfall of our, of our society, Guru Vaishnava sometimes become very heavy to speak heavily. It seems they are criticizing, but surely it is not criticism. Criticism coming from envious attitude. Criticism coming from envious attitudes. Criticism coming from jealousy mood. But one Guru Vaishnava, pure Guru Vaishnava, sometimes speaking heavily, going to project the fact as it is. But people think they are criticizing. It is not criticism. Prabhupada speaking, sometimes pure Guru Vaishnava become very heavy to check the downfall of this, tendency of this society. They become very heavy to check us, to stop us doing wrong thing. They are going to speak about he has done it, they are doing this way. But this is not their criticism. They are bound to speak for the benefit of the whole whole Vaishnava society. They are bound to speak. Otherwise, people cannot learn. So, and those who are really always trying to search some fault of Guru Vaishnava, they are called Vaishnava Viddeshi. They are against pure Guru Vaishnava. Now point can come, one point can arise. How we can understand who is Vaishnava, who is not, who is doing something for Sampradaya, who is not doing, how we can? Because externally, many such people, they are sitting in a very high chair. Externally, their position is very high. Though they are fallen soul, but externally their position is very high. Then how we can understand? Prabhupada speaking, very easily you can understand. First point, if you yourself is sincere enough. First point, if you yourself is sincere enough to realize what is bhakti, what is not bhakti, if yourself is very sincere, for the long time you are following a pure Guru Vaishnava, hearing HariKatha upon a pure Guru Vaishnava, perfect HariKatha. I mean all the Siddhanta, Prabhupada, Bhakti you are hearing. Then you can realize, otherwise you cannot realize. What you can realize? Prabhupada speaking, though somebody is sitting in a high chair, it's not a big issue. But try to follow him. Try to follow him, his activity, acharan, character, his speech, He's writing, oh, you try to follow very carefully. If you are not idiot, you can understand very easily. If you are not completely idiot, you can understand. Because all their speech, all their activities, all their character can prove something by the help of which you can understand that they are not at all Vaishnava. Maybe they are sitting in a high chair, but they are not at all Vaishnava. They are fallen soul. Prabhupada speaking, you can very carefully you can watch them, you can see that their speech, their activities all against pure Guru Vaishnava. Prabhupada giving this very secret Siddhanta Vichar. Prabhupada giving this very secret Siddhanta Vichar. What is that? Prabhupada speaking, you can watch him very easily, very carefully. You can watch very carefully and you can find that their activities, their behavior, they are all against pure Guru Vaishnava. If you can calculate very minutely, then you can understand all their writing, all their activities, all their mood, everything, they are against pure Guru Vaishnava. Then you can understand they are fallen soul. They cannot bear the presence of Guru Vaishnava in their society. They cannot allow. They can drive them away. Give some false allegation. Oh, he cannot, adjust with anybody. Let him go ahead. They can engage some hooligan or they can play some politics by the help of which Guru Vaishnava automatically can go away. You can understand. Then you can realize they are not devotee, they are demon. They are not devotee, they are demon. Demon, like Hiranyakashipu. Be careful. Now the sloka I started with, very important sloka. It's one kind of evolution. On the basis of this sloka, Mahaprabhu wanted to bring some evolution in our thoughts, in our general conception of Bhakti, Bhakto, Bhagavan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to bring evolution. Because you can remember, discussion took place in Purushottam Dham, you can remember? Discussion took place between Sriman Mahaprabhu, Paratpar Akhileshwar, and Srila Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, the great Pandit. Great Pandit, I am speaking now. Surely, I am not ready to speak Great Pandit when he was Mayavadi. Now he is not Mayavadi, so I am speaking Great Pandit. So it is understood that surely I am not speaking this Pandit title before submission unto lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. Surely I cannot speak. Whatever knowledge he has, all useless. Whatever knowledge he had, whatever enormous amount of knowledge he had, he was enjoying full sovereignty in this field of education, Vedanta, Upanishad, so important person. But after taking shelter unto a lotus feet of Mahaprabhu, now I am speaking Great Pandit. Because the definition of Panditva, what is the meaning of Pandit? What is the word? What is the inner meaning? What is the inner meaning of Pandit, this word? What is the inner meaning? Because sometimes somebody writing some footnotes. sometimes somebody writing some footnotes. If he is going to write footnotes, he must be very careful. Because what is written there in the text, what is the meaning? What is the inner meaning? If slightly displaced, then the meaning can take a new form. The meaning can take a new form. Follow. So footnotes or whatever we are, commentary, whatever we are writing, first of all, we must be 100% harmonized with the writer. The same case Mahaprabhu told to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Same case Mahaprabhu told to Prakashananda Saraswati Pad. Same case Mahaprabhu told, same thing. Mahaprabhu told to Prakashananda Saraswati Pad, he who is going to make some commentary on Vedanta Sutra, he who is going to write some commentary on Vedanta Sutra, if he is not enjoying full kippa of the writer, the original writer of Vedanta, he cannot understand. So better, the writer of the book, Mahaprabhu speaking, so better if the writer of the book can write commentary, then it is 100% authentic. Mahaprabhu speaking. If the writer of the book going to make some commentary, that is 100% perfect. When somebody out of some gazing power, imagination, out of imagination. One day before I was discussing, when somebody going to make the wrong meaning, when somebody going to make the wrong meaning of Shastra, it is called Arthovad. It can come under the category of Namaparad. Follow? Name Arthovad, Shastra, he cannot understand, he is going to make he is going to make some meaning, but the meaning is not perfect, because he is not harmonized with the heart of the writer. He is not 100% inclined. In that case, big problem. So Mahaprabhu wanted to explain to Prakasananda, if the writer of the Vedanta, Vyasadeva, going to write the commentary of that Vedanta Sutra, then the Vedanta Sutra is authentic. If somebody going to take the help of some imagination, whatever amount of energy he can give, because he is Pandit. Who is Pandit? Who is knowing Sanskrit, who can explain so many things, who is knowing Sanskrit is Pandit? No. You are wrong. He is not Pandit. Usually, it is our usual conception, it is a general conception, that he who is having the knowledge of Sanskrit and Vedanta, everything, knowledge, he can speak, he is Pandit. But Bhagavan Sri Krishna was speaking to Uddhavji Maharaj. But Bhagavan Sri Krishna was speaking to Uddhavji Maharaj. Uddhavji Maharaj asking, Prabhu, who is Pandit? Who is Pandit? Uddhavji Maharaj asking to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Bhagavan Sri Krishna was speaking, he who is having clear knowledge about bondage and mukti. Follow. Pandito bandhamakshabit. Bhagavan Sri Krishna was speaking to Uddhav. Pandito bandhamakshabit. Who? He who is having complete knowledge about bondage and mukti. This way, if I go, it is just a bondage for me. If I can lead my life this way, this kind of mukti I can attain. If this kind of knowledge is clearly there inside the heart of somebody, he is actually Pandit. So after learning Sanskrit, after learning, having some different, after gathering different kind of educational qualification, Bhagavad Ratna, Vedanta Vid, Vedanta Ratna, all so many things. Shankacharya, so many things. After that, if he is making mistake, after that, if he himself is making mistake regarding Siddhanta Vichar, he is not Pandit. Because he has no knowledge about what is called, how we can attain mukta, free, how we can become free, how we can develop bondage. No knowledge. Then he is not Pandit. Whatever Sanskrit knowledge he can have. Pandito Vandamakshabit. So, this kind of discussion took place between Sarvam Bhattacharya, the topmost Mayavadi, that time, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Paratpar Akhileshwar. In course of discussion, Sarvam Bhattacharya wanted to give different kind of argument to establish Advai Gyan Tattva, Advai Gyan Vichar. And Mahaprabhu wanted to establish Aprakita Advai Gyan Vichar. Mahaprabhu also wanted to establish, as per Bhagavatam, Vadanti Tattattavidam Stattam Yad Jnanam Adhyam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Sabdat. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to establish Aprakita Advai Gyan Tattva, and Sarvam Bhattacharya wanted to establish material Advai Gyan Tattva. Follow? This is the difference. And in course of discussion, one slok came. What is the slok? Atma Ramasya Munayo Nirganthya Api Urukrame Kurvanti Ahetugam Bhaksim Ithongito Gunahari. This sloka arose. Sarvam Bhattacharya was requested by Mahaprabhu to make some meaning. Sarvam Bhattacharya was successful to get eight different kind of meanings. Sarvam Bhattacharya wanted to make 8 different kind of meaning of this sloka. Atma Ramasya Munayo. Nirganthya Vyorikrame. This sloka. But Mahaprabhu wanted to make 16 different kind of meaning, which is excellent. Mahaprabhu wanted to make 16 different kind of meanings. 18. 18, not 16. 18 different kind of meanings. And Sarvam Bhattacharya was bound to accept the vichar of Sriman Mahaprabhu. He was failure. He was bound to take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to understand the absolute tattva. Prior to that, Gopinath Acharya and Sarvam Bhattacharya, they are relative to each other. They wanted, Sarvam Bhattacharya wanted to fight with Gopinath Acharya. Follow. Sarvam Bhattacharya is, Sarvam Bhattacharya and Gopinath Acharya is relative to each other. Sarvam Bhattacharya wanted to fight with Gopinath Acharya. Gopinath Acharya wanted to establish Bhakti and Bhagavan, Bhakta. But Sarvam Bhattacharya wanted to destroy this tattva. Finally, Gopinath Acharya told, Gopinath Acharya was bound to speak, finally. That Ishvat Tattva, you can never understand Ishvat Tattva. Seisto Ishvat Tattva janivare pare. Ishvat Tattva, by personal effort, nobody can understand. Ishvat Tattva, Ishwarer Kipales Hoyache Jahare. Gopinath Acharya wanted to speak that Ishwarer Kipales Hoyache Jahare. Sei to Ishvat Tattva janivare pare. He can understand Ishvat Tattva who is enjoying full kipa of Ishwar. Gyane prayasa madapasya namanti eva. This sloka also speaking the same thing. Same thing, na? Follow. They are all speaking. Atha pite padambujadayo anugrihit evahi janati tatyam bhagavan mahimo nachanyam ekopi chiram vichinmana. So all those slokas, one by one, if I discuss, then you can realize how practical this vichar is. How practical. But I like to discuss some point regarding the first sloka I started with. That is called Tattva-nukampam susamikshamanam. Well, the last time it is written, the last word, Tattva-nukampam susamikshamanam bhunyanu eva atmakruta vipakam ridbhag babubir vidadhat namaste jiveto mukti pade sadaya bhakt. Try to understand, because to understand Bhagavad Brihad Bhagavatamrita is the wide explanation of Srimad Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran. Very exact explanation, very scientific. So to understand, we must understand what is written in Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran. We are discussing for the last few months, Gopakumar speaking about his own experience of bhajan. Gopakumar speaking all about his own experience of bhajan in front of his disciple, that Brahman who is coming from Guwahati, Assam, Guwahati, Prag Jyotishpur. Previous name of Assam, previous name of Guwahati was Prag Jyotishpur. Narakasur was the king of that place. Anyway, the man coming from that place, a Brahman, he is also in confusion, because time to time he is traveling here and there, wandering here and there. Clue of pure bhakti about Sadhya Sadhan Tattva. The man is in confusion for the long time, like mad, he is running here and there, he is wandering around, but cannot have exact scientific definition of what is called bhakti, what is the purpose of bhajan, how I can do bhajan, what is the relationship between Bhagavan and me, who can show? So the man is in confusion, so he wanted to accept Gopakumar as his guru. As such, I can say, he is not yet initiated by Gopakumar, but still I can safely say that he is going to accept Gopakumar as his guru, because now he is feeling some satisfaction. Now he is feeling some satisfaction. I mean, after meeting Gopakumar, after meeting with Gopakumar, the man feeling satisfaction. As if getting answer from inside. As if getting answer from inside, that you now coming to the right place. It's okay. That's why that the man is now ready to go anywhere. He like to get all lesson, education, all teachings from, absolute teachings from Gopakumar. And Gopakumar now speaking all about his past experiences, what all happened in his life in front of that man. That is the fact. But now you can remember, I like to remind you, Gopakumar now at present, when Gopakumar speaking about the incident, that time he was in Shattaloka. And there also, after watching everybody glorifying Mukti, he also wanted to get Mukti. He also wanted to get Mukti. And also, it is not his fanciful desire. I told many times, if you think Gopakumar is crazy, why Gopakumar want to get this, that, why? This kind of question cannot stand. Because first point, Gopakumar is 100% inclined unto the lotus feet of Guru Padma, and it is the standing instruction of Guru Padma. You can meet me sometime here in Nilachal Khetra, sometime in Vrindavan. Gurudev told him that you can meet me sometime in Nilachal Khetra, sometime in Vrindavan. You can meet me. And by chanting that special mantra, given by that Guru Padma, the mantra is very tremendous, powerful mantra. Guru Padma assured him, Guru Padma told him, you can go anywhere you like, by the power is that mantra, you can get a free access in the Leela of Bhagavan. You can take part in Bhagavan, Leela, Bhagavat Leela. You can watch whatever Leela you like to see. This kind of special blessing already given by Guru Padma. And I'm sure that Guru Padma is I am sure that Gopakumar enjoying full kripa of Guru Padma. And maybe it is the desire of Guru Padma to unveil the mystery. I am sure that maybe the Guru Padma of Gopakumar is very much interested to unveil all the mysteries relating to this bhajan field. Gopakumar is highly appreciated, accepted, enjoying full kripa of Guru Padma. So we cannot say Gopakumar is crazy. Gopakumar going to follow the instruction of Guru Padma in toto. But now question, why he is expressing this kind of desire? This is not good. After hearing all the glorification of Mukti, suddenly Gopakumar wanted to, Mukti is so much, so why not I like to get Mukti? Why? For our benefit. For our benefit. It is for our benefit. If Gopakumar not going to express this kind of desire, we cannot understand the real meaning of Mukti. Because Gopakumar putting question in front of Veda, Upanishad, everything, they are already in personified form in there. So, whenever Gopakumar wanted to put this kind of question in front of, in front of those, Upanishad, Puran, Mahapuran question, then they started giving answer to Gopakumar. They started giving answer to Gopakumar, and now are the discussion going on. You can remember our previous discussion. The last question was there, that why when there is some altercation, somebody going to confess, well, Mukti is the final thing, without Gyan. I like to remind you, that's why I am discussing. Without Jnana, Mukti is impossible. some Upanishad or Agam, they are speaking this. Whereas the other Guru speaking, well, it is true that without jnana, mukti is not available. But be sure, without the mercy of Bhakti Devi, without the mercy of Bhakti Devi, nobody can get this kind of mukti, this kind of jnana. Follow. Without the backing, without the mercy of Bhakti Devi, nobody can get this kind of jnana. Now some group become very angry. Why you say like this? No, jnana itself is sufficient. No, they are dependent on bhakti. No, some groups say, no, not at all. This way fighting took place. And finally, some Mahapurushas, everybody, they wanted to go out of the assembly because they couldn't tolerate this kind of discussion, because they are always busy to establish the dignity of Bhakti Devi. So they couldn't bear it. They wanted to go out. They thought it is useless to fight with them because they are so ignorant. They don't know. They don't know what is actually. Now, I can come back to the slok. I mean starting slok. Here, Bhagavan is standing in front of Brahma, and Brahma speaking to Bhagavan. Finally, when all testing, everything is over, Brahma is fed up, Brahma is 100% inclined now, have no personal desire, no challenging mood. In that case, Brahma speaking, well, any kind of problem coming in the life of a devotee, bhakta, tatya nukampam susamikshamana. Any good or bad, anything happening in my life, I should think this is also a kippa of Bhagavan. But our darshan is just opposite. When something bad happening, oh, Bhagavan is not in favor of me. Bhagavan is merciless. Why my son gone from this world? But Srivas Pandit never wanted to put this kind of question. Try to remember. Srivas Pandit never wanted to put this kind of allegation in front of Mahaprabhu that you are present in my house, you are Supreme Lord, come on, you are doing Sankirtan, and how is that possible that my only son gone from this world? How I can believe that you are Supreme Lord? You cannot check him, his death. So this kind of question is absolute. Because all jivas, they are running their life, whatever result they are getting according to their own karma fall. So long as you cannot realize this fact, so long as you cannot realize this point, you are foolish. So Brahma now not foolish. Brahma speaking, our Guru, Adi Guru, speaking, Ye tattva anukampam susamikshamanam. Samiksha means survey. Samiksha means survey. Follow. Here susamikshamanam. What does it mean? Tattva anukampa. Whenever, whatever happening, good or bad, I should think, it is my karma fall. So Bhagavan always doing good, Bhagavan never doing bad. Bhagavan is neutral personality, Bhagavan is, absolute personality. Bhagavan can never express any partiality. Bhagavan can never express any partiality, nothing possible. Bhagavan is equal to everybody. So whatever good or bad happening in my life, all according to my previous activities, whom to blame? Whom to blame? Nobody to blame. This we'll have to realize first. Tattvanukampam susamikshamanam. Very accurately, very accurately, scientific way, we'll have to realize. Susamikshamanam. Not that today you realize something, tomorrow again you are going to change your conception, you are going to go against Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan. This is not good. This is not good. This is bad. This is offense. Say, Tattvanikambam susamikshamanam punyana evatmakrita vipakam. Is, I am getting the result of my own activities. Susamikshaman, punyana evatmakrita vipakam. Ridbhag batu vidadat namest. Ridbhag bapu, kai man bhakya. In Upadesamrita I am discussing by body, speech and mind. And in Upadesamrita, Rupa Goswami was writing, Vacha Vegam Manasaha, Jivha Vegam, Krodha Vegam, Udarvasta Vegam, Etano Vegano Jo Vishe Tadira, Sarvam Apimam Pitavim Sasishva. I mean, who is having controlling over his speech, over his looking power, over his hearing power, over his eating, habit, follow, all, I mean all sense of it. Vachavegam manasaha, Jiva Vegam, Krodha Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udorabasta Vegam, all the urge. Somebody has some urge to get the association of woman, man, sexual urge, any kind of urge from inside. Overeating habit. Somebody wrote a letter to me, how to avoid overeating habit. So, this is the condition. So, when one can get control over all sense organ and mind, then he become a true sadhu. A Vaishnava can only show this kind of capacity. Only a pure Vaishnava can show this kind of capacity, nobody else. So, Tattvanukampam susamikshamanam bhunyano eva atmakrita vipakam redbhag babuvir vidadhat namaste. Brahma going to speak by body, speech and mind, who is going to take shelter, vidadhat namaste. Namaste means namo. Nama means Dandavat, pranam. So namo means no, ma means ahankar. No ma, this word means to avoid false ego. I mean, when you are totally out of false ego, then you can pay actual pranam to Guru Vaishnava. You can pay actual pranam, Dandavat pranam to Guru Vaishnava, when you are completely out of false ego. Follow. You can pay pranam, but it's not complete. Redbhag Babubi, by body, speech and mind, who is completely surrendered unto the lotus feet of Bhagavan, Redbhag Babubir Vidadat Namaste, now Jiveto Mukti Pade Sadaivat. He is entitled, he is qualified to get mukti. Jiveto Mukti Pade Sadaivat. Now, Mahaprabhu wanted to get some meaning of this sloka from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And Mahaprabhu speaking, why you are going to change this Jiveto Mukti Pade Sadaivat? Because Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya wanted to change the meaning, change the one word. He started speaking in front of Mahaprabhu, Tattvanukampam susamikshamanam bhunyano eva atmakrita vipakam hridbhag babuvir vidadhat namaste jiveto bhakti pade sadaivat. Bhakti pade, not writing, not speaking, mukti pade. Mahaprabhu going to express some mood. Mahaprabhu speaking, Sarvabhauma, why you are going to change the meaning? Because this very secret thing. On the basis of this sloka, you can very easily understand everything. What is that? Mahaprabhu speaking to Sarvabhauma, Sarvabhauma, why you are changing the word from this Bhagavad? Because in Bhagavad sloka, jiveto mukti pade sadaiva. It was originally written in the Bhagavad. It was originally written in the Bhagavad, jiveto mukti pade sadaiva. But why you jiveto bhakti pade sadaiva? Why? Why you are changing this word? Because changing any word from Shastra is very offensive. Changing any word of any Mahajan, I know you cannot understand. You are taking it very easily. So what? I am going to write this way. No. We have no right to change even dot, full stop, anything, any word, in a meaning man. So, jiveto bhakti pade sadaiva, Sarvabhauma wanted to change the word. Because changing word or misinterpretation of Shruti, Shruti, Bhagavad, misinterpretation, it is coming under the category of, orthobad. Because the Bhagavad Ji Mahaprabhu is going to speak this, but I am going to change the meaning. Bhagavad Ji Mahaprabhu wanted to speak this, but I couldn't realize, so I am changing the meaning. It is prohibited. It is strictly prohibited to change the meaning. So, to understand the real meaning of Shastra, we must be in line with our Guru Varga. We must be in line of our Sauta Pantha. We must depend upon Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Otherwise, actual meaning we cannot understand. That is the main problem. So, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya what doing? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya speaking to Mahaprabhu, Prabhu, you are right. I cannot read Mukti Pade. Mahaprabhu speaking, originally it was written Mukti Pade. Then why you are changing? It is Bhakti Pade. Why not you speak Mukti Pade? Tattenu kampam susamikshamanam bhunyano eva atmakrita vipakam ridbhag bapubhir vidadat namaste jiveto Bhakti Pade sadhaiva. Why you are speaking Bhakti Pade? Why not you speak Mukti Pade? Because in Bhagavatam it is Mukti Pade. Now Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya going to speak. Try to pay attention. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is speaking, I know what you mean to say. Prabhu, I know what you mean to say. But still, I hate to speak mukti. Now, by your mercy, I realize everything. Now, by your mercy, I realize everything. So now, I cannot speak mukti. I don't like to speak. Even I like to avoid. Even I like to avoid speaking the word mukti. So I am speaking bhakti. Mahaprabhu is speaking why? If you can make the meaning this way, if you can understand, if you can realize the inner meaning of Bhagavatam, if you can realize the inner meaning of Bhagavatam, what is the meaning of mukti as per Bhagavatam? What is the meaning? Mahaprabhu speaking, as per Sanskrit grammar, if you can change your mood and realize this point, I mean, if you are going to, accept this meaning this way, mukti jar pade se mukti pad. I mean, mukti, resting unto the lotus feet of Bhagavan, he is mukti pad. I mean, he can give mukti. Pad mean lotus feet. Though in our Shastra, in our writing somewhere, this is called Padached, this part, Padached. But still, the meaning, the prominent meaning of Pada is called lotus feet. So Mahaprabhu wanted to show him Mahaprabhu wanted to show to Sarvabhauma Tyajajo, well, you can speak mukti, no problem in it, but you can get the meaning this way. What is that? Mukti jar pade se mukti pad. Follow. Mukti jar pade se mukti pad. I mean mukti resting unto a lotus feet of that Bhagavan. So he is mukti pad. This way. Sarvabhauma is speaking, still I cannot make this making. Still I cannot accept it. Because mukti, I hate. I cannot bear anymore. I cannot bear anymore hearing. I cannot bear anymore hearing mukti path. I cannot speak. By your mercy, now I realize bhakti is everything. So as per our Gauriya Darshan, but as per our Gauriya Darshan, we can see muktir hitva annatha rupam, muktir hitva annatha rupam sarupena vyavasthiti mukti. Muktir hitva annatha rupam sarupena vyavasthiti mukti. That's mean mukti. What is mukti? All different kind of conception of mukti is not actual mukti. I already discussed previous week. Gyani, Kurmi, Mayavadi, Gyan Karma Yogi, Gyan Yogi, they are having different kind of conception. But overall conception is that if somebody like to go out of the feelings of pain and pleasure, if somebody like to go out of the range of feeling of pain and pleasure, I mean, like to go out of the clutcher of Maya, it's called mukti. I mean, there can be no pain or pleasure, this is called mukti. This is called mukti. So as per Gauriya Siddhanta, we can realize muktir hitva annatha rupam sarupena vyavasthiti. By avoiding all meaning, all possible meanings, by avoiding all possible meanings of mukti, because people are they are free to accept this meaning, that meaning. So the actual meaning, muktir hitva annatha rupam sarupena vyavasthiti. When a jivatma can get established in his sarup, when a jivatma can get established in his sarup, what is that sarup? That he can realize, I am the eternal servant of Bhagavan. Jive sarup hoy Krishna Nitya Das. It is overall conception, general concept. After that, the question of, after sarup siddhi, vasu siddhi, the inner, in the constitutional position of Atma, even in the constitution of Atma, there is one spiritual body, very, very rasamaya. According to their luck, they can develop someday, not today. So, Sarupena Vyavasthiti Mukti means Jive Sarupa Krishna Nitya Das. When you can realize this point 100% from heart, then you are mukto. You are not under the influence of Maya. After that, go on doing bhajan according to your supporting rasa. I mean, what kind of rasa you like, your choice inside your heart, what is going to, This way, finally, you can get chance to leave your body and enter into the eternal Leela Vilas of Bhagavan in the form of Gopi or in the form of some other rasa like Saksha, Vatsalya, Madhur, or different kind of, Santa Dasya Rasya, Vatsalya, Madhur, Saksha, different kind of. So, Mahaprabhu wanted to clarify this point, that mukti, according to the definition of Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran, Mahaprabhu wanted to clarify this point. Mahaprabhu wanted to clarify this point according to Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, Mahaprabhu wanted to clarify the mukti mean, mukti mean actually, bhakti. The inner meaning of mukti. Jive Sarubhai Krishnanita, then surely if I am servant, I can try to serve Bhagavan. So, actual inner meaning of mukti is actually bhakti. When Gyan, you can gather Gyan. So, what kind of fighting took place? Some group of Upanishad and Vedanta, some group speaking, well, Jnana is the only way of mukti. Some group going to, some group going to protest. No. Somebody speaking, without the help of Bhakti Devi, without the help of Bhakti Devi, without the support of Bhakti Devi, nobody can get mukti. Then there some altercation, some fighting took place. After that, some Upanishad, Puran, they become upset, they wanted to leave that place. Now Gopakumar wanted to explain, Gopakumar wanted to put question to those Upanishad. Gopakumar wanted to put question. Why? Then all Bhakti Shastrani. What was the question? You know, what was the question? What is the question? Tat tattam sadaram prishtaste Sri Bhagavatadayoho Uchuhu sattata siddhantadi agamaha sutimolivi mayabhiprettu tadbhyabhyam te puranagamaadayoho mayabhipretto tadbhavam te puranagamaadayoho anuniyo sabha madhyam manitaha stuti patavoi. When some Mahapurana, Mahapanishad went out of the assembly, they couldn't bear this kind of altercation. Then Gopakumar speaking, I went outside to catch their lotus feet. Please come, please come. Why you are going outside? You just make some solution. Maybe they are passing this kind of remark. Why not you come again in the assembly and find some solution? So by my request, Mayabhipretto tadbhavam te puran agamadayoho anuniyo sabha madhyam anitaha stuti patavai. By requesting them, by glorifying them, I wanted to bring them to the assembly again. They become agree. Tat tatyam sadaram prishtaste bhagavatadayoho uchuho sattato siddhyantadi agamaha suti maulibhi. Then all Shastra, Bhakti Shastrani, Sanatana Goswami writing this, who all, they all together, Bhakti Shastrani, they can give answer. Labdho brahmadikaridam mahagopyam nidheropi bhavat sadguno sandohoi rakshamo mukharikrita. Then Bhakti Shastrani, all Bhakti Shastra, together with Bhagavad Gita, Mahaprabhu, everything, they are going to unveil the mystery in front of Gopakumar. They are going to unveil the mystery in front of Gopakumar. They are speaking, Oh Gopakumar, we are very happy by watching your gentle mood. We are very happy to see your gentle mood, your acharan. We are very happy. And at the same time, you are taking the At present, you are taking the chair of Brahma. The chair of Brahma now given to you anyway, and out of we love you all. We all love you. Labdhya brahmadikaredam mahagopyam nidheropi bhavat sadguno sandohoi rakshamo mukharikritaha. It is very secret. Even it cannot be spoken in front of Brahma. Even it is so secret, it is so secret, it is so secret that it cannot be spoken in front of Brahma. Then why you are speaking in front of me? If this question Gopakumar is putting, they are speaking, well, we are very happy on. We are very happy. We love you very much. Labdho brahmadikaredam mahagopyam nidheropi. Like very precious jewel, you know, should be kept very secretly. So this Siddhanta is so secret, even it cannot be expressed in front of Brahma, but we are feeling inspiration. But we all Bhakti Shastrani, we are feeling inspiration from inside to speak out, to unveil the mystery in front of you. Bhavat sadguno sandohi rakshamo. All the good qualities inside you, all your charming qualities, all your divine qualities going to give us inspiration to speak out about this very secret Siddhanta Vichar. Well, they are speaking that though sometime some glorification of moksha can find in our Shastra. I mean, they are now in personified form. Bhagavad Gita, Mahapuran, Mahapanishad, all, Narayaniyam, etc. Kachit prastuyati asmabhir Bhagavad Bhakti Tatparai. Actually, Gopakumar, we have no interest without bhakti. Those bhakti shastrani, all those bhakti shastra speaking to Gopakumar, actually we have no interest except bhakti. Only we are interested about bhakti. Kvachit prastuyati asmabhir Bhagavad Bhakti Tatparai Mokshasthyajayatam Shammak Binindu Saparichadaha. Though we know time to time, to establish the dignity of bhakti, to glorify bhakti, sometime we are going to keep some yardstick like moksha. Like I told you, you can remember, if I am going to speak about any particular star which is in the north direction, then we will have to speak, well, first of all, you go to the North Pole, first you go to the North Pole star, and there just near, ahead, you can see this. So, to locate the star position, I am bound to take help of this North Pole star. Similarly, those Bhakti Shastrani, all Bhakti Shastra like Mahapanishad or Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran, they are all speaking well. Time to time, we are bound to speak about something about moksha, but be sure, it is for the glorification of bhakti. Kvachit prastuyati asmabhir Bhagavad Bhakti Tatparai Mokshasthyajayatam Shamyak Binindo Saparichadaha. Sometime we are going to explain the topics of bhakti because otherwise people cannot understand the absolute glorification. They cannot accept the absolute glorification of Bhakti Devi. So surely, follow. So surely, to glorify, to show you all the absolute glory of Bhakti Devi. Sometime we are going to speak about Moksha, or sometime we are going to see Moksha. But our ultimate goal is to make you free. But our ultimate goal is to make you free from this useless moksha desire. Like you remember, I can discuss this point tomorrow because today time cannot permit. Tomorrow I can discuss that in Veda, different kind of yagya, everything written. People, those who are busy with karma kanda, they are always searching some. Those who are busy with karma kanda, they are always busy to search some lucrative offer in Vedic injunction. Well, it is written. It is not the desire of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is not the desire of Srimad Bhagavatam that you take meat, fish, everything. It is not the desire of Srimad Bhagavatam that maddo mangsha seva, maddo wine, everything. But Veda going to explain something, because at present you are in bonded condition, 100% you cannot accept. Finally, Veda can show the lotus feet of Krishna. Bhagavan Sri Krishna speaking, well, I know different kind of lucrative offers are there, different kind of comments, because there is different part, Brahman part, Upanishad part, so different kind of parts are there, You can find different kind of comments in Vedas, but be sure Vedas is going to pass this kind of comment to ultimately make you free from this kind of bad habit of meat eating, drinking wine, or enjoying, woman association, not. To make you free from that. This kind of instruction there. Ultimately it will make you free. So, moksha is surely not our goal. Surely we cannot speak, glorify mukti, but if we are not going to glorify mukti, we cannot establish the supreme, absolute position of Bhakti Devi. So we are bound. Actually, it is written, Vedasya sarve rahame vidya. Bhagavan speaking, after reading all Veda, whole Veda, Bhagavan Sri Krishna speaking, after reading whole Veda, if you cannot get in my information, then your reading Veda is useless. Because Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself speaking, the ultimate goal of whole Veda is to indicate the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, my lotus feet. Vedasya sarvai rahamebe vidya. Similarly, mukti, maybe in between there is some topics of mukti, but it is not the target of our target. I mean, Bhagavad Gita, Mahapuran, Mahaupanishad, Mahapanishad, Mahapuran, they are speaking, surely it is not our target to establish mukti, moksha. But sometimes we are bound to speak something about, but finally we want to show you bhakti, so that forever, you can throw away the desire of moksha. Kaschit prastuyati asmabhir bhagavad bhakti tatparai mokshastajitam sammag vinindo saparichadaha. Actually, we are going to decry, we are going to reject, we are going to decry, we are going to, decry this moksha. But sometimes we are bound to project the name of moksha time to time. We are less interested to speak about moksha. We are always busy to establish Bhakti Siddhanta. We are less interested to speak about any topics of moksha, but what to do? We have no other way open. We are bound to speak. This way, Kachit pastuyate asmabhir bhagavad bhakti tatparai mokshastayitum samyak vinindo saparichadaha. After that, what happened? Then all Bhakti Shastrani, all Bhakti Shastra, all they together, jointly, they are speaking to Gopakuma, giving answer. Nirbhaktum bhakti mahatyam kathate asyapi tatpachit natu shadho phalatena sukho gandho opi nastiyat. Nirbhaktum bhakti mahatyam kathate asyapi tatpachit natu shadho phalatena sukho gandho opi nastiyat. In the way to establish Bhakti Siddhanta, in the way to glorify Bhakti Devi, Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti glorification of Bhakta, time to time we are bound to speak about Moksha Sukh, the enjoyment, bliss you can get from moksha. But mukti sukh, the enjoyment in moksha, if multiplied by 1 crore, still bhakti sukh, the transcendental bliss arrived due to bhakti, is much more than that. If I multiply that kind of bliss with 1 crore, still it is not equivalent. Nirbhaktum bhakti mahatyam kathate asyapi tatkachit natu saddhabalatena sukhagandayopi nastiyat. There is no smell of bliss. This moksha is not our final target. It is not the target to be attained by bhajan. It is not. We are bound to discuss about moksha sometime, but surely that moksha is not our ultimate goal, not shraddha vastu. Bhakti itself is shraddha phal. Try to understand. Bhakti is our shraddha phal. Shraddha mane, by bhakti we can get bhakti. Bhaktya, By bhakti, what we can get? We can get more bhakti. Follow what I say. So bhakti itself is that it can be the target. Maybe some bhava prema bhakti are final. So bhakti is our target. Why you are doing bhakti? Why we are doing bhakti? Why we are doing bhakti under the guidance of Sadguru, Prabhupada, Akhyamaju? Why? To get bhakti. Bhakti begets bhakti. Like money begets money, you are speaking, money begets money, and bhakti also begets bhakti. So bhakti, why we are doing bhakti? Why you are doing bhakti? Because bhakti is our ultimate goal. That's not wrong. So nirvaktum bhakti mahatyam kathate asyapi tatkachit natu sadhyabalattena sukha gandho yopi nasyat. Be sure, we never want to speak about bhakti because it is not our target, sadhyabala. There is no smell of enjoyment. There is no smell of gandha, sukha. There is no smell of enjoyment, bliss in mukti. So who foolish can expect this? Then everybody going to glorify mukti. What you are saying? Everybody glorifying mukti. Even you, Gopakumar speaking, everybody glorifying mukti. So Shastrani Bhakti Gopakumar putting, then why everybody going to glorify mukti? You are speaking otherwise? Why everybody going to glorify mukti? What is the reason? Then Bhakti Shastrani, all Mahapuran, Mahapanishad going to answer. What is that? Yatha rogge sushuptaucha sukham mokshayopi kalpate parantu ajnana sango ayam anabhigyo prochakaha. What is it? Yatha arogge. Try to understand. Yatha arogge sushuptaucha sukham mokshe opi kalpate parantu ajnana sango ayam anabhigya porochakaha. What is it? Yatha arogge sushuptaucha sukham mokshe opi kalpate parantu ajnana sango ayam anabhigya manabhigya porochakaha. I already discussed, but still I will have to discuss again, because you cannot realize, na? Very secret. So, Bhakti Shastrani, all Bhakti Shastra together, jointly they are going to give answer to Gopakumar. Oh Gopakumar, what is the answer? Somebody going to establish the glorification of mukti, then why you are going to speak this way? They are speaking, well, one kind of conception, wrong conception, one kind of wrong conception, unfelt. One kind of wrong conception going, that suppose somebody develop cancer. I am giving this example. So, somehow, by the mercy of Bhagavan, operation is over. Now you are feeling happy, because your disease is over. Now your disease is over. So when disease is over, absence of disease is not any source of enjoyment. Absence of disease, absence of pain at present. Suppose you develop stone in your gallbladder. So after this gallstone gone away, now you are not feeling any pain, you are feeling some enjoyment. Oh, now my body is okay. Huh? Follow what I say. So this is not the source of any enjoyment. But unnecessarily you are feeling some. So when this is over, you are feeling, now I am allowed to take this and that. Follow. Now I am allowed to take whatever I like. Now my disease is over. I don't know what kind of enjoyment they are feeling. So, Bhakti Shastrani, they are giving answer. When you are going into deep sleep, Shushupto, when you are going to deep sleep, after you get up, you are feeling some fresh body, fresh feeling. So, that time you are getting some enjoyment. Follow. You are getting enjoyment. So, moksha, actually there is no smell of bliss. Actually, there is no question of any bliss in moksha. But still, people having this kind of conception. Why? But this is due to misconception about bhakti. Just like the example I give, yatha arogye sushuptaucha sukham moksheyopi kalpate parantu ajnana sango ayam anabhigyo porochaka. It is due to misconception, nothing else. It is ignorant there. Follow. It is just like, is no meaningless. No question of any bliss. No smell of any bliss, but still there. It is due to their ignorance. When somebody in ignorant, try to understand. Bonded soul cannot realize they are in bondage. A man who is catching ghost cannot understand the ghost catching him. A man gone mad cannot realize that he is mad. Follow, what is that tragedy? A man already is mad, totally mad. But if you speak, hey, you are mad, then he becomes making angry. He cannot feel he is mad. The basic conception of a mad people, that he is very fresh, he is okay. But mad people is mad. Follow. Mad people is mad, no. But if you speak, he becomes angry. Because he cannot understand what is called madness. What is called bondage, if you can realize, immediately the bondage state can go away. You are in bondage, but you cannot feel. You are in bondage that you cannot feel. In ignorant condition, when people in avidya, they are in bondage, they cannot feel. They think, well, okay, we are a district magistrate, we are a Supreme Court judge, we are President of India. But they don't think, they cannot realize they are in bondage condition. In unconscious state, in ignorant condition, nobody can realize any pain for bondage. But I can give one by an example, then you can realize. Like the case of Shaubhari Muni. Shaubhari Muni finally could discover that he is in bondage. When everything gone, then by the mercy of Bhagavan, he could realize he wanted to revive from that condition. So bonded people cannot understand they are in bonded condition. A madman cannot understand that there is mad. Follow. Cannot realize they are in bondage. They cannot realize. Follow. There is a condition. They don't realize they are in bondage condition. Similarly, if at all there is no bondage, same question, I can discuss this point during my discussion at the time of Purushottamarita. That day I wanted to touch this point. When Uddhavji Maharaj asking to Krishna about bondage and mukti, Bhagavan Sri Krishna speaking, this question itself is false, useless. If there is not at all any bondage, where from the question of mukti can come? Only it is one kind of ignorant, na? When there is no question of any bondage, Jivatma is Chit Vastu. Jivatma is Chit Vastu. Satchit Anandamaya. But now, due to Maya, there is control. Follow. So Bhagavan speaking, my Maya, due to my Maya, they are feeling this poor condition. When they become mukti, by my mercy, they can become free externally. But scientific explanation is that when this bondage is also false, it is imaginary. Jivatma feeling bondage is also imaginary. Actually, because bondage is not possible, Chinmayatma. So, when bondage is not at all there, then where from this question of mukti can come? Because Jivatma Sarup always mukto. But they are going to miss their Sarup. So a misconception growing. So, yatha rogge sushuptaucha sukham akshayapi kalpate parantu ajnana sango ayam anabhigyo parochakaha. So, their ignorant is the main. Their ignorant is the main reason for their pain and pleasure. They are ignorant. That's why they want to feel, they are feeling some enjoyment due to mukti. Oh, I was in bondage, now I am mukti. Huh? I am in bondage. Pururava, he was in Maya. Pururava, he was in Maya. Maya, na? Totally Maya. Whole day in Maya. When the illusion is over, oh, then is feeling very good. Pururava. Huh? Pururava feeling very happy. Now, Priya. This way, we can give so many examples by the help of which you can realize that bondage is one kind of trap, imaginary trap. What is not, Jivatma thinking. What is not, that is going to stick true. What is not, that is going to accept, well, is true. So, this very Ajamil, you can understand the case of Ajamil. You can understand the case of Pururava. Pururava you can understand. You can take the case of Jayati. You can accept the case of that cruel hunter by the kripa of Naraji Maharaj, the hunter, now going to get bhakti. And all ignorant gone. Ignorant gone, na? So, by Sarup, Jivatma not bonded, so where from the question of mukti can come? Yatha arogye sushuptaucha sukham akshayopi kalpate parantu ajnana sango ayam anabhigyo parochakaha. Due to ignorance, they are going to express some interest in mukti, moksha. Due to their ignorance, sometimes due to their misconception, they are going to grow some interest. They are going to grow some interest to get mukti. Because by Sarup, Jiva is already mukti. By Sarup, Jiva is mukti. You know. Now, Bhakti Shastrani Ushu, all Bhakti Shastra speaking to Gopakumar. Kathanchit Bhagavad Nama Bhasaswapi Sa Siddhati Shakit Uchcharomatrena Kingva Karno Pravishataha Kathanchit, kya speaking? Bhakti Shastrani Kathanchit Bhagavad Nama Bhasa Kathanchit Bhagavad Nama Bhasaswapi Sa Siddhati Shakit Uchcharomatrena Kingva Karno Pravishataha. Then Bhakti Shastrani Uchu, what to speak about the glorification of Bhagavad Nam? Bhakti Shastrani Uchu, all Bhakti Shastra speaking, all Bhakti Shastra jointly, they together, jointly they are speaking, what to speak about the great glorification, infinity, glories of Bhagavad Nam. Even by the Namabhash, moksha can be attained. Really so? Are? Moksha can be attained by Bhagavad Namabhash, like the case of Ajamil. Like the case of Ajamil. Namabhash, mukti. Kya mukti? So moksha is so cheap that even by Namabhash, you need not take shelter of original name. Bhagavad Nam is great. Bhagavad Nam is above all. But you need not, only by Namabhash one can get moksha. Only one time, if somebody going to speak the name of Bhagavan, Ha Ram, Ha Krishna, one time, if you, Ha Govindo, Gopal, Banwali, one time, only one time if you are speaking, only one time if you are speaking Bhagavad Nam, or if somebody speaking Harinam, and only enter your ear, then moksha, you can get moksha very easily. Kathanchit Bhagavan Nama Bhasaswapi Sa Siddhati Shakit Uchchara Matrena Kingva Karnyo Praveshataha. Only if the Bhagavan Nam going to enter your ear, or if you are going to speak Sakrit Uchchara Matrena, then moksha is very easily can be attained. Kathanchit Bhagavat Nama Bhasaswapi Sa Siddhati Shakit Uchchara Matrena Kingva Karno Praveshataha. What to speak about the infinity glories of Bhagavan, absolute glory of Bhagavan? Only Namabhas can give moksha. Or what to speak, if we speak one time Bhagavan Nam, or somehow Bhagavan Nam going to enter our ear, then moksha is very easy. Kathanchit Bhagavat Nama Bhasaswapi Sasiddhati Shakit Uchchara Matrena Kingva Karno Praveshataha. Then Bhakti Shastrani, Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran or Maha Upanishads, they are speaking. Actually, it is the foolishness. Those who are going to consider the glories of moksha, those who are going to consider the glories of moksha, it is their foolishness. That's why they think, oh, it's very nice. I told you, why people going to take brown sugar? It is my question to you. Why people going to take brown sugar, after that going to spend lakhs of rupees to get one snack bite? What kind of enjoyment they are getting? It is my question to you. So many rich people, they are doing it. So many rich people, they are doing it. All, vagabond, all, rich people, they are strong, they are doing it. They are taking heroin, up brown sugar, after that they are going to get snack bite and sleeping for months. Maybe 1 month or 2 months they are sleeping. But very high cost. They are paying price for that. So now my question, what kind of enjoyment there in it? Can you speak to me? You cannot speak. But surely they are feeling some enjoyment. Why they are going? So try to realize that moksha shuk, the bliss due to moksha, can be compared like this. And Bhakti Shastrani, Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran or Mahapuran, Maha-Upanishad, they are going to give the same answer. What is that? Vicharachaturi rammo, Vicharachaturi rammo, moksho ayam avadharyatam, tesham vedo puranadi, shastanam hi yathamatam. What speaking? Vicharachaturi rammo, moksho ayam avadharyatam, tesham vedo puranadi, shastranam hi yathamatam. All different absolute shastra, all different absolute shastra, those who are going to establish us, going to help us to establish in bhakti, or Mahapuran, Maha-Upanishad, they are going to express this kind of opinion. Now it's up to you, you can accept it or can reject it. If you are foolish, you can reject it. If you are very intelligent, you can accept it. So try to understand. Vicharachaturi rammo, moksho ayam avadharyatam, tesham vedo puranadi, shastranam hi yathamatam. All big shastra. Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran, Maha-Upanishad. No shastra can be compared with Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran, because Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran is the great Sakshat Krishna evahi, no other than Krishna. Krishna parivartita. Krishna now coming in the form of Shabda Brahma. So, those who are foolish, they cannot understand, they are not intelligent enough to understand the actual secrecy of bhakti. So, they think moksha is very good, or they are going to think, oh, moksha is very good. So, they think moksha is very good. But when you are going to stand in a neutral platform, leaving all particular, when you are going to leave all your particular, you are now neutral position, no partiality, like the case of Madhuras. It is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita, each and every ras, Shanto Dasyo, Shakho, Vatsalya, Madhur, and Madhur also Sakya, Parakya. It is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita according to the conception according to the conception, all rasa holder. Rasa holder means who is having what rasa? Suppose I am holding Shanta rasa, so I can think Shanta rasa is the absolute. If I am having Vatsalya rasa, if I am having Shakha rasa, I can, it is absolute. If I am going to get Vatsalya rasa, it is top. It is topmost. If I am going to get Madhura rasa, it is topmost. It is okay. So according to their respective conception, according to their respective calculation, all of them, they are right. They are not wrong. So I am Madhura rasa. But somebody can say, you have some part, you have some partiality. So why you are speaking Madhura rasa? My rasa, Vatsalya is topmost. Well, that's why Krishnadas Kaviraj is speaking, each and every rasa holder, those who are having the taste of what rasa, who is having what taste of what rasa, who is the follower, I mean Raganuga Bhakta, Rupanuga, anyway. So particularly that particular rasa is absolute for them, no doubt in it. But if you are going to stand on a neutral platform, surely Madhurasa is the topmost. And among Madhurasa, Parakya topmost. That I can discuss tomorrow. Today time cannot permit. So I like to stop here. Excuse me. Tatte anukampa susamikshamanam bhunjano evatma krato vipakam hridbhagvapubhir vidadhat namaste jiveto muktipade sadaya bhag. Vanchakalpatarusya kipasindu bhavacha patitanam pavane bhavishna bhyo namo namah.